Well, 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 look what I got. Yes, it's the Akai LPK 25 wireless 25 key MIDI keyboard with Bluetooth MIDI. I can't wait to open this up. Stick around, let's check it out. Alright, I see it has USB wire, so even though it has the wireless option, I guess if you choose to do a wired connection, you can use that as well. So that's kind of cool. Okay, and there's some software to download. And the user's guide. So that's it, just 3 pages of English. Has all the different buttons listed. Talks about, I guess, how to pair it. We'll figure that out soon. Alright, I think I can figure this out by myself. I usually do, but it's nice to know that it's there. So, let's take a look. Okay. Alright, so I deflower my keyboard. Here it is! It is quite small and compact. Looks like one of those things that John Batiste plays. It's not a melodica, but it looks like one. Okay, I mean, depending on if you're a piano player, this is gonna really get on your nerves. You know, I mean, I feel like my fingers are all scrunched up, and to play chords is funny. I'm used to having full-size keys. These are not full-size keys, which makes it more compact, which is great for the size. But you know, if you're a piano player and you're used to actually having, you know, the muscle memory of your fingers and knowing where the notes are pretty much with your eyes closed, this is going to kind of mess you up because everything is kind of squished in. So the action on the keys, you know, is nothing special, nothing spectacular, but they do the job. Goes up and down, feels okay, responsive enough. You know, this is not a Steinway grand piano. It is what it is. It's a controller, and they're not weighted. It is touch sensitive though, so that's a cool feature. Let's get some Energizer bunnies into the back of this. It looks like it takes double A's, and if I'm not mistaken, it's 3. Alright, so got my 3 AA batteries loaded up, and looks like that's the on button over there. Oh, there it is. Okay, tab tempo. I guess they just needed to be readjusted a little bit. So we do have power. Tab tempo is flashing, and if I didn't already go over it, this is the sustain port. If you want to add a sustain pedal, that's pretty cool. And that's really pretty much the only inputs. You got the USB for the wire if you're not using batteries, or if the batteries die. It's nice to have that option. And then you have the sustain port for the pedal. And then here's battery or USB as the power options as a switch. So let's turn that on. So I'm assuming that we go over to Bluetooth, and it is on. And then, alright, so I just hit the pair button on the Akai. So I'm having issues pairing to my phone. I think at this point we're up to the iPhone 10, so it's not the newest phone, but I'm so reluctant to give up this aux, so that's why I'm still rocking the 6. When in doubt, turn it off and turn it on again. It says here to download the GarageBand application. I guess maybe it only works the GarageBand app. If so, that sucks. In that case, I'm curious to see if this works. This is, I think this is from like a camera adapter kit, and what it allows you to do is go USB to your phone, and out of I use this with my key station 49 and also the Oxygen key rig 25. It works on both of those, so I would assume that it would work on this one as well. Now this is not using Bluetooth. Obviously this is a wire with the adapter, but I'm just curious to see if it will power this Cassini app. And it does. Awesome.
It's going to show up in your music software. So I'm going to go to the settings.
Oh man! Alright. Here we go. Alright, so this is the thing. It took me a while to figure this out. If you're trying to pair the wireless controller to any device, for instance a phone, it's not going to show up directly in the Bluetooth settings like this. It's just not going to happen. Hit the blue button. You know, I mean, I've been here all day trying to figure it out. It's not going to show up. The way to get it to work, and this is a little bit convoluted, I'm surprised it's like this, but this is the way, is you need to actually connect it directly through the musical app that you're pairing it with. Now this means that I'm not sure if it's supported by every music app. I tried to do it with Cassini earlier, couldn't figure it out. Maybe if you set it up with GarageBand first, you'll be able to gain access to it after the fact. I don't know, let's try it out. But so you need to pair it inside of GarageBand. So you're going to go into settings, then song settings, down to advanced, and then Bluetooth MIDI devices. And now it's searching for the Bluetooth MIDI device. I'm going to hit the pair button. And there it is, Akai LPK 25 wireless. Connected. There you go! Alright. It took a while, but we got it. That's how you do it. Here it is. Wireless, portable, and I don't know how far it goes. Let me try to walk across the room. Alright, I just walked about, I don't know, 30 feet away. It's still coming in, so yeah. Great. Very cool. I'm trying to think like different ways that you could actually implement this. I mean, I suppose like if you were doing if you were playing a parade and walking around, this would work. Or if you were like doing some crazy marching band routine, you could march around the field with this. I don't know. Of course, like on a stage, if you wanted to be mobile and walk around the stage, this could work as well. Obviously, I think just from a convenience aspect of it, you know, if you're on an airplane and you're trying to, you know, you're kind of smushed with, you know, your space. The hardest thing to do is, you know, you got these wires and you're plugging everything in, and then you got to go to the bathroom and break everything down, and it just gets to be a mess. Like, just to pull it out of your bag and flip the on button and pair the device, and you're good to go. I mean, there's nothing to it. Just using the iPhone 6 as the sound device here, the Akai Professional has the ability to change octaves easily with these buttons. You know, you can also do it inside the actual app itself, but it's so nice to just have the tactile buttons right here to push. Then there's an arpeggiator that everyone's talking about. I probably you know, I probably won't use the arpeggiator, but it's nice to have, and as I've been playing along with it, I realize that, you know, there's certain things that, you know, it will cause you to write in a different way. It'll allow you to think of different ideas. Way to play things, especially like if you're not a keyboardist, you know, doing that versus And it also sounds different, like the velocities are very even, so sometimes you actually want it to sound like an arpeggiator. Getting inside this, you know, there's all different kinds of, you know, you can mess with the tempo of the arpeggiator and also the different directions, I guess up, down, and let's try INCL. Is that incline? I don't know. Inclusive. Oh, okay. INCL stands for inclusive. Notes arpeggiated from the lowest to the highest note and back down. Lowest and highest notes are re-triggered when the arpeggio changes direction. Okay, and EXCL, exclusive. Notes arpeggiate from the lowest to the highest note and back down. Lowest and highest notes are not re-triggered when the arpeggio changes direction. Yeah, so there's a lot of different variations that you can get with this little arpeggiator. It's pretty powerful, actually. There we go. Alright. Alright, so in order to change these top parameters, you hit program select, then on and off, and then whatever it is. So this is quarter note. Quarter note triplet, eighth note triplet, 16, 16 triplet, 32nd triplet. Oh, we're getting pretty fast. Let's yeah, let's make this go up an octave as well. It goes down. Oh. Tom Ford. Tom Ford. Alright. Let's there's 2 octaves. Again, program select and on and off. There's 3 octaves. 4 octaves. Let's slow it down because that's really freaking fast. We'll go to eighth notes. $16. That's pretty. And I like how it doesn't change immediately. It kind of waits for the arpeggio to finish its cycle, and then it loops whatever you just pushed. So yeah, you could record this right in the DAW. And I just tap the tempo to be the same. There you go, that's how to do it. As you can see, this is a lot of fun. I didn't even get into using different sounds. This is just using a piano sound, like, you know, opening up inside whatever your DAW is. If you load up a synth, that, you know, of course, opens up a whole different slew of possibilities. And then you also have, like I mentioned earlier, the sustain pedal. You know, that can get a nice smear over the arpeggio. So the options, as always, are limitless. This will easily fit inside my backpack. Plenty of space. You know, I mean, there's plenty of room in there. You can even put it inside, I guess, the if you want to make it more protective, throw it right there in with the laptop itself. I like it. So I hope you liked it too, and I hope that this kind of gave you an inside look. I know a lot of the tutorials and reviews don't kind of go as in depth in terms of actually like playing with it, but you know, hopefully you got a chance to see and understand how it works a little bit, and it's not that difficult. It did take me a little bit to play with it to understand how things work, but once, you know, it doesn't take very long, then once you understand it, it's really kind of simple. So smash that like button if you learned something new today. Subscribe to the channel. I do all music gear, headphones, speakers, monitors, MIDI controllers. That's my game.